No one even rides taxis anymore. You're so old.
I'm such an old soul in this body. Just kidding. Okay. She packs her stuff inside a yellow bag. She realizes this is the last with her mother, with her father.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first ever podcast that will be going across the nation, across the world, to the first ever Who Cares podcast. It's starring myself, Mr. Steven. That's spelled with a PH for all you ladies out there. Because everybody wants to say Steven with a V, and they always, since I was a little kid, they would say, is that Stefan? But I say this, fuck y'all, it's Stephen. Just kidding, it's just Stephen. Would you say Saint Stephen? Would you call him Saint Stephen?
I would just say Steve.
Well, see, and that's crazy, because where did that V come in? And yes, as a young adult, I did go by Steve. I fell to the...
PH turns into a V.
Well, I don't know. That's so weird, because that's only in the English language would that actually be possible. So anyways, you heard this beautiful lady next to me. She's a Southern Belle.
I wish.
Her name, she's the woman of the hour. She's the one with the power, too sweet to be sour, Miss MegLee.
Hello. Good to see you today, Steve. Stefan, whatever.
Wow, even my co-host does not...
What is it these days? It's Steven, right? But I'm still going to call you Steve for the sake.
It's my professional name.
I know. Sorry, Steven. Stevie?
Well, at least we know who hosts this show. So, this is the first ever Who Cares podcast, because you know what?
Who cares?
Exactly.
I don't. You don't. None of us.
Actually, yeah.
Nobody does.
So whatever we say, you can't hold us liable. Just kidding. You can, but we'll say, you know what?
Who cares?
So, in this podcast, you're going to hear, we're actually going to introduce ourselves, because I'm sure that there's only been about 5 of you listening in the first beginning. We're going to introduce ourselves and how we met very briefly. And then from there, we'll transition to some things that I'm sure everybody would absolutely love. And that's sex, the supernatural, catfishing, and
gossip?
Yeah, gossip, exactly. And if you don't like any of that, sorry, we're not going to talk about fishing in the Ozarks.
Or
I don't know.
What's going on.
Yeah, collecting coins.
Yeah.
Or fucking stamps or some shit. Hey, you want to play some video? Trump, yeah, fuck that shit. Who cares about Trump? Who cares about the people that don't like Trump? Yeah. Both y'all, go get a job.
Politics, not here.
Politics, not here. This is a place for you to like actually learn about real stuff. Like, really, the world. Not like, let's go protest one thing or the other. How about we just not even deal with that? Because that guy has terrible hair, and he's going to be in there for a while.
Not to mention, we don't really have any say anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Who knows if we even elected him?
I mean,
maybe somebody. Who the fuck cares? You know what? We live in a great country.
Democracy. At least we have a democracy.
We have paved roads, and it ain't Mexico. So let's go to Megan. Let's start with you, and can you give a little bit about yourself?
Okay. Well, first of all, we've known each other for what? I'm probably going to give away my age, but we've known each other for, let's just say, over 20 years.
When I was 4.
Yeah, I know. Right? But anyways, we met. We're not going to talk about religion, but we did meet in confirmation.
Catholic confirmation.
Yeah, Catholic confirmation. And, but you were the dark, brooding teenager that was into punk rock, and I was the naive person living in a bubble that had no idea. I just thought, wow, that's so cool. He looks like he could be in a band, but you weren't in a band.
Why would you say that?
Because you had that punk, the eyeliner, the dark eyeliner. And there was just rumors about you that you were, like this punk rock. Basically, you were living the rock star lifestyle.
Well, that's amazing, because you know what?
But you weren't even in a band.
No, I wasn't at the time, and I was probably like, wow, does anybody care about me?
Yeah.
Turns out,
a couple of people that were very naive.
Like my style.
Like, wow, he's got bleached hair and wears eyeliner. Whoa.
And Dickies.
That was like ahead of your time. And Dickies. And Converse. And the skinny tie.
Skinny
like
ties.
Reservoir Dogs.
See?
At confirmation.
So there you go. That's already like giving me credit on this fucking podcast. Yeah. So everybody, that's 1995. That's 1995.
Yeah. And wow, I think you just gave away our age right there.
Whatever. I haven't aged.
Yeah, you pretty much look the same. You know why?
You do too.
Oh, thanks. But
Oh, you know what it is?
no kids, no marriage.
Thank you.
Yes.
No kids, no marriage. And that's why we have the ability to have this podcast,
youth.
because no kids, no marriage means fun. So anyways, to everybody out there, my name is Steven, as you know. I met Megan, and she turned out to be someone that started coming into my restaurant later on. I knew her from confirmation, I guess, but I was such a brooding idiot that I was all engulfing myself. And on drugs. Yeah. Well, there's that too. Okay. Yeah, we were very honest on this.
Yeah, you were. Yeah.
I could care less about anybody at that time. When I came out of that haze, all of a sudden Megan starts coming into Lascari's.
Yeah, we heard that you had worked at a restaurant, my friend. I'm not going to name her name, but she had an older sister that knew you, hooked up with your friend, actually.
It rhymes with Mancine.
But we got word that you worked at a restaurant, an Italian restaurant. You were a waiter.
Hey,
So we're like, really? Wow. Let's just say you weren't the brooding teenager wearing eyeliner or into punk rock anymore. You were
the Jersey Shore.
The Jersey Shore. You were somebody on the Jersey Shore.
Well, I don't know. Maybe I fell in love with the Italian cuisine.
Yeah, you weren't pale anymore. You were tan. Like you've been out in the sun, and you were smiley. Like you.
And that totally ruined it for Megan. She just said, "Fuck, I don't even know why I'm coming."
There's no frown, no eyeliner, no.
And Megan
pale
just like,
skin.
I guess I'll be friends with him, but I definitely am not attracted to this guy anymore. So yeah, they saw that, and I'm like, "Hey, Megan, you seem like a wonderful person. There's some weirdo sitting with you. They says he's some promoter, and the other girl. So I know
the girl that had a chance, but she was so not talking. I don't know. I can only be a comedian for so long and try to
bring us together,
bring you together for so long.
And I remember your dish. It was pasta marinara with mushrooms, and then hers was just angel hair. But both you guys had angel hair. The other one just had marinara. And that's so weird. Let's get off that topic.
Anyways,
fast
the point
forward.
Is, she probably would have been a good
lay. No, she would definitely not be a good lay.
Maybe she would have. We don't even know. But the point is that
she was a virgin.
She was at the time. You probably, if you just would have made a little. I mean, I could only do so much to bring you guys together.
You're a saint.
You could have only done so. I mean, I
tried, but she had a weird laugh.
I think you were. Maybe you guys don't know.
She was,
but then let's just skip down the road. 10 years, 20.
So yeah, let's bring this to.
But you did have a second chance.
I did have a second chance.
Still.
Absolutely.
So
and I think we're going to roll back to that in a second.
Okay, yeah.
Because I want to just let everybody know the credibility of Miss MegLee. She is an amazing girl. She's been my friend for 20 years. She has had my back 99.9% of the time.
And let's just say 20 years a student?
20 years a student.
No, probably even longer.
A little bit. Well, you know what? We're all going back to school.
A lifelong student,
That doesn't matter.
Right? Doesn't even matter. Who cares? That's another topic, but another day.
Who cares? Exactly. The t-shirts will be coming out. You can get that on what'sthoplay.net. We look forward to you purchasing them. But also, you will get a call from Miss MegLee to say thank you. Thank you for buying her Who Cares t-shirt.
Possibly
the whole confirmation class.
Yeah, the whole confirmation. Yeah. If you want to hear about that second date that he had with my friend that still didn't work out, that's a whole other story.
That's a whole other story because we will be getting into the catthing situation.
This is a different day. Yeah, we're not going to name any names.
No names here.
No.
So I think the first thing we're going to talk about, but besides that, Miss Megan here.
Well, I had a couple times. Well, I was going to ask you actually.
Oh. What was it about you that I liked?
No. I mean, usually
we did kiss one time.
Oh, but that was weird. Like kissing my brother.
It was.
We both try to be comedians.
She said I tasted like peppercorn.
Yeah, he did.
And it both felt weird. It was just like a brief.
It was weird.
And we were both like, oh God.
Yeah, because I think your mouth is like small, like too small. Like I don't know. Well, whatever. Doesn't even matter.
Now half of the female audience is now dropped.
No. I'm just saying I have a big mouth. He has a small mouth. That's all I'm saying. It's like whatever.
Small mouth with a lot of passion.
Whatever. He's too groomed for me. I'm probably.
It's like the roughneck.
Yeah.
The roughneck motherfucker.
He's too tan. Anyways, what I was going to say though. Let's get back to the topic. I was going to ask you, because I've been watching this, and this is crazy. Have you seen that whole Scott Peterson thing on A&E?
I haven't yet, but I do know the case.
Well, let me just ask you, do you think he's innocent or guilty?
I would say he's probably is guilty, but with the caveat of that who gives a fuck, there ain't no body. So if you were to point,
do you think
for all of America, you could say somebody's guilty. whether he's a fucking asshole or not, or whatever, on the outside, there ain't nothing linking him to him.
Do you think he's rightfully on death row?
Absolutely not.
No.
If you don't have a body and you don't have anything to link to that man.
I mean, I remember, right? I mean, I was
because that could happen to you too.
No. I mean,
we don't know. There's circumstantial evidence.
It's true. Back when the case was on, I remember when it was in the news. I totally thought he was guilty. I'm like, oh, there's no doubt. But I think I was just basing it on what the media said, and now I've been watching
news.
They've been actually reporting on the case, and the reporters and everything have been saying like, what evidence was there to really convict him? And I thought about it, I'm like, there isn't.
Just because he was a douchebag.
And maybe because
if that's the case, I would have been convicted a long time ago.
No,
many
that's
things.
what I'm thinking. Because I'm thinking, like, now that I've been in a relationship before, I thought, like, oh my gosh, how dare he, like, cheat on his wife, and he doesn't even care that she's missing. Of course he killed her. But I think
then you start seeing pictures of her.
Yeah, that was being naive.
But then you start seeing pictures of her, and you're like,
and I think she's, no disrespect.
No, much disrespect. Because her parents are fucking
all I know is that being in a
annoying.
relationship, I've wanted to kill the person.
100%. You actually don't do it.
You don't. But I could totally see how, like, if say my ex did die, they would probably convict me because I wouldn't care.
Yeah. What do you know, Megan?
He was missing.
Miss MegLee, you got some rope in your trunk. That must mean you killed him.
Hey, you don't even care that he's missing.
Yeah, who cares? I didn't like him anyway.
I'm like, great. I hope he's missing forever. But,
right. Like, I was in a relationship for 6 years.
And
And if somebody would come to me right now.
Yep.
And we're a year out? We're a year out? And somebody's like, wow, she died. I'd be like, wow, that sucks. I'm going to go back to sleep.
Yeah, I know.
That's basically how it would be.
And I know there's a baby involved, and maybe that's why people got all emotional, but I'm going to tell you right now.
She wanted that baby.
We're walking a very fine line right here, but I love my kids, but I'm going to say it. If I were to go back and do it over again, sorry, I'm not even going to say it. But I'm just saying I could easily say
I'll kill you.
No, I'm not going to say it. I could at least say, hey, if I did it over again, I probably maybe wouldn't have kids. Not that I'm saying I would kill my kids. I'm just saying.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have just got a confessional now.
I'm just saying.
And where else? And what other podcasts are you going to hear the real truth right now?
I love my kids to death, yes. But if I were to do it over again, say nothing ever.
That's right.
I'd probably not have kids.
There you go. And that's real, and that's the only that you're gonna get that only here.
Basically, I'm sympathetic to Scott Peterson is what I'm saying, and I probably think that he might be. I don't know.
Innocent.
He might be innocent.
I think though he would have put up a bigger fight. That's the only thing.
We don't even know because
it feels like he took that death penalty real easy.
But imagine that you're in that seat. What can you do? They're not going to show reaction.
I would have.
You're like stunned.
If someone said I got a death penalty and I'm completely innocent, I probably would just go after everybody, pull their gun out, and just get killed in the courtroom. That's how I would go. Because if I'm going to die anyways in a couple of years,
I think I would just be frozen. Huh? I wouldn't. I would be like. What
are you, Walt Disney?
No, like I would just be like, I can't believe this is happening. I would still be stuck with like guilty. Like what? I would be like in a daze.
In shock.
Shock.
Wow, that's
shock.
That's interesting because there's been a couple of times when we've seen that.
I'd be like, Steve did it.
Well, first of all, that's cool because over here Steven didn't do it. So
I didn't do it. No, anybody else did it, not me.
Not Miss MegLee.
I would have been pointing fingers at everybody else.
Well, basically, there you go too. This is the most honest podcast you're ever going to hear. No filter. And if anybody wants to sponsor this podcast, please get in touch with us through either info@whatstheplay.net or you can reach us at our office number at 714-955-9073. We're based at 5000 Birch Street, Suite 3000, to Think LLC, Newport Beach, California. And write us with anything, any comments, and anything that if you want Megan to be the mother of your kids, probably don't after this story. There's going to be another podcast coming out under the What's the Play banner, and I want you to support that, but if you could support us much more.
Yes, I think, because I think we're a lot funnier than, well, you know what, I'm not even going to say anything.
No, we don't want to talk about that.
I know, I'm not. Is that, would you?
No, of course not.
No.
Yeah, we kind of just
the other podcast to look out for and to listen for is
Bad for America, and it will be coming out hopefully next week.
With the very awesome Anthony, we're not really sure if he's using his last name. Anthony Jackson.
Anthony Jackson.
Wow, you just said it. Okay,
well, he put it on his Facebook.
There you go. Oh, okay.
So he's going by his whole
or
first
Ant. Or does he go by Ant?
I think he goes by Ant, and he said all his listeners are called the Ant Farm.
Oh, really? Oh, that's good.
It's not bad, right?
That is good.
And he's up to some antics.
Oh, that is good.
See?
Shit, what do we have?
We don't got that.
Not with Stefan with the PH, Steven.
For pH balance?
Or
What the fuck do I know? I don't know. What do we do? That MegLee? What?
Nothing. There's nothing with MegLee, and Lee is like spelled like Lee, like I'm
Mega
like
Man.
Bruce Lee's like I don't know.
Fagin? I don't know.
Megan Pagan. Whoa.
It's got real dark. And speaking of dark, we will be talking about a supernatural aspect of this episode because we're going to give you a little story about what happened a couple weeks ago to myself. Of course, everybody loves supernatural, but I never really thought it existed. And
that's crazy. Like we're talking about like exorcist type.
Like weird shit is what I'm saying.
Or what do you call it? What's that one movie? Poltergeist.
Yeah. Is it Poltergeist?
Yeah, remember because
Exorcist at the church.
But the Poltergeist, the old man in the suit comes and
I remember that movie.
Doesn't matter. Anyways, I think my son is probably the start of it all. And just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I mean, but if any of you guys know or have seen The Omen, I'm just saying. I'm not saying my son's The Omen, but I'm just saying. Well,
let it out.
It's
America. When are you ever going to get this?
I'm still trying to find out.
We're all trying to find out.
Yeah.
There might be little hints of some weird
Evil
stuff on
somewhere.
Yeah.
Like
we heard it here first, so you know. I know that we had talked about the Scott Peters case, and we're going to be trying to bring you. We don't want to talk about the news of the day. Who cares about that? Every day, like, is it North Korea? Is it Trump? Is it fucking some protesters?
Who cares?
Wow. Like really. What were you saying, Megan?
Who cares?
Who cares? Yeah, and I feel that really who cares? Because they ain't doing shit for us. Are they paying my bills?
Nope. And you know what? People need to stop being so serious and taking things so seriously. It's like, come on. We're all gonna die one day. And it might be tomorrow.
Might be.
Then
you guys would miss out on a great podcast.
You guys want your last day of life to be worrying about something stupid like
about people who don't even care about you?
Yeah, exactly.
You worry about yourself.
It just really
and be nice in the process.
Yeah,
and be nice to human, man.
Just treat people like you'd want to be treated.
That's all you.
I mean, that's how I was brought up.
I was honestly. We're not going to talk about the news.
No.
But I was honestly really moved by Houston. You didn't hear about a lot of looting. I'm sure that went on.
Yeah.
But people actually came together.
Yeah, they did.
And they brought boats.
My whole thing is, who cares about Texas?
Well, you just ruined it. You just
ruined
a bunch of listeners.
No. I'm sorry. I mean, Texas is great, but they did want to be their own country for a while.
Yeah, well, I apologize 100% to Texas.
I'm sorry.
But you know what? Honestly, I understand what you're saying because who cares about California?
You know what? Who cares about every state in this? You know what? I'm just tired of caring about everybody else but ourselves.
Right.
Like, and our family. And
let's care about the world. Can we just concentrate on ourselves?
I don't know. Yeah.
Because if we're better people here...
It's too much stress, basically.
100%. If we're better people now, we're better people to our children.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
People need to focus on themselves because right now people are not...
hold on, Megan.
There's not good people in the world right now.
True. Well, it's not that they're not good people. I think they're misguided.
I don't know what it is, but it's...
They need to concentrate on themselves.
Yes.
And most people would say, oh, you're being real selfish. No, only when you're empowered. Yeah. Only when you are the best you can be can you give all the love you can and to help other people.
I mean, take a look at the news in every state. There's killings and, I mean, come on. I mean, can we just focus on ourselves?
Yeah, just take a week and figure out how to make some money.
And don't have kids if you're not ready to have kids. Cause
don't do it.
Please. It's don't feel the pressure.
I've had sex a lot of times. I'm not even going to that. But I do not have one kid, and I'm wondering, like, how the fuck did this motherfucker end up with, like, 30 of them? You know? I understand maybe the Mexican gene or whatever, Latin gene.
It could be.
I am Latin myself, so that kind of throws that whole thing out of, like, context.
Or it could be even maybe just sterile or not.
I'm definitely not sterile.
Okay, so you know what? Maybe it's because you willed it.
That's right. Yeah. I made sure.
That's how much you don't want to.
I willed it. I thought with my mind.
That's how much you just know. That's like God's
the law of attraction.
God's like,
I don't want to attract that.
You're not going to treat any.
I looked at that pussy. And I said, "No, don't you ever come out of your kid."
He's like, "It's going to be a competition between me and the kid."
Yeah, no, fuck that. Like, the kid has a lot of time to be badass. I don't. Kid, the fuck up.
You're going to lose this war
That's right. Yeah, exactly. I got the podcast, kid. What do you got? What, you got some toys or something?
Don't mess with me now, kid.
Just kidding, kid. You'll be beautiful someday. No, but I really would love to have a kid to dress him up.
Well, you had a godson to do that with.
Yeah, but I'm not allowed
You're not allowed to see
alone
him.
with him.
You're not allowed within like so many feet.
No, I'm definitely not allowed. Well, no, my godson actually, the mother actually told me, she's like, just because you're the godfather doesn't mean that you get him like when we die. And I said, what the fuck's the point of the godson?
I know. So who gets him?
That's what I'm saying.
They die? Who's the godmother?
Is there a will for that?
No, it's just
writing shit. I don't know.
Well, you know what? You can look after my son because I have a feeling he's going to kill me and
he won't kill me.
He's going to take you on a trip to Vegas. He's not going to kill you or my dad. So you know what? You guys are safe.
He's going to really take me on a trip to Vegas?
I apparently so, according to.
Fuck you! I'm taking you. Let me call your kid up. In fact, I think we have our kid on the line. I think.
Oh my gosh! Is that my son? Is my son on the line?
Your son's going to be calling. I think we have him.
You gave him the number. Oh.
I did. But I also have our. We're trying to make sure that it is really your son.
Now I'm worried because I don't even know what kind of story he's going to spin right now. He's only 8, but he's like going on 40, going on evil. No, I don't know. No, I'm just kidding. I love my son so much, but
we all love him. I love him.
But he's quite.
He captured.
What do you call it when somebody basically like the master of puppets? I guess.
What is this? A Metallica song?
No, but he is like he's pulling the strings.
Well, a puppet master.
Puppet master, master of puppets.
Who cares?
It's the same
Who
song.
cares? Who cares?
All right, so enough about that.
Oh,
looks like your son's on the line.
Oh my god,
Miss MegLee. Yes, hello, your son.
Mom?
Yes, I told you. Are you calling in right now? You're actually calling in.
Yeah, the house is on fire. I don't know who to call. Dad won't answer.
Oh, great. And where's your little brother?
I haven't seen him.
Exactly. This is what I was.
Your son's only like 10 years old.
When are you coming home?
Oh.
Wait. Is this little guy?
Yeah. Why? Who's this?
You're only 10 years old. You're on a podcast.
This is your favorite friend.
Yeah, you know me.
Yeah.
That's Steve.
Steven?
Yes.
Steven. Yeah. You said you were going to go to Vegas with him. First of all, I can't believe that. Please tell me you're lying that the house is on fire.
Wait, can we go to Vegas?
Wait. You're asking about Vegas, but the house is on fire.
Like I said, I think it's like a...
Well, yeah, but I was just wondering if maybe we can go to Vegas after we get the firefighters.
Your brother is in the...
I know. I don't know where he is. He was playing blocks in the backyard, and I don't know where to go.
Well,
do you know where Dad is?
You know what?
No, Dad is definitely not there.
Oh my gosh. I knew this was going to happen.
Dad's the only one that wouldn't be there.
Oh my gosh. Well,
why don't you call your dad and think about it? All right, let's take another call, guys. All right, thank you so much. Thanks for calling in.
Love you, but can you... Oh.
Yeah, we talking about. That's where Dad should be part of this situation.
I probably don't have a younger son right now. Oh my gosh.
Well, you know what? What do you think about Dad? Okay. All right. What do you think about this whole situation, actually, man?
Oh my
god. Maybe the house is burning? Oh, wow. You know what? He'll be fine. I'm sure he'll be fine.
Really? You don't even... Oh my gosh. You don't know my son. This is...
But I think he'll handle it.
I think I have the omen. Oh my god.
I think you actually burn the house down, and maybe when you go home, you'll have ashes.
Thanks. Yeah. So, anyways, this is why, please don't ever have kids.
I can't believe it. She's really upset about it.
No, I mean...
Can you just come back to the podcast?
No, I mean, I can, but now I'm going to have to, because I don't even know anymore.
Well.
You don't know my son. Now, okay. All right. Anyways, let's just...
let's move on to the next topic.
Move on.
MegLee.
Go ahead. Yes, Stephen. Go ahead. Tell me.
Yeah. So
now that I have like a dead kid and a dead probably who knows what.
Well,
else
whatever. We need to get the Hollywood Minute.
I know. Let's go. Okay. I'm going to tell you.
We need to get the Hollywood Minute. Hold on one sec. We got to get the Hollywood Minute.
Fuck you. Oh.
Right.
This is celebrity gossip. And today's celebrity...
Wait, it's brought to you by what'stheplay.net.
What's the
Where you can
play.net?
get all your t-shirts. Miss MegLee. There's going to be a t-shirt for Miss MegLee.
And all your celebrity gossip.
You know, that t-shirt's coming out. What color is it coming out in?
Purple.
I was going to fucking say purple. Fuck
Best
you.
color ever. That's my favorite
Fuck
color.
you right now.
Purple.
I'm gonna say that.
I mean, you...
Wow.
Come on. Well, we've known each other for a long time, so of course,
That's
purple,
crazy.
purple. I mean...
Like a light purple.
Purple
dark.
is purple. It doesn't even matter, because purple is purple.
'Cause you like purple.
The purple is the best color.
According to you the
But-
other night, you like purple.
Yeah, purple is the best color out of all the colors,
Purple
right?
D.
Purple. I mean, really, what is the best color? Purple, blue, pink, red, purple.
It's not my favorite color.
Really? What's yours?
It used to be green.
But now?
It's like a turquoise.
Turquoise?
Because I look great in it.
So it's turquoise?
I look way better in turquoise. I like the color green, but I look fantastic in like
Have you been in purple?
in like a
Because
sea,
purple is supposed
seashell
to... It's
turquoise green.
It's supposed
Blue.
to be great for everybody that has brown eyes. Purple.
Yeah, I don't look good in purple.
Have you been in purple?
I have a light. No.
Maybe light purple, but not dark
Have
purple.
I been in purple? That's a whole nother question. So, anyways, we're gonna go to Miss Megan's beat. Hold on one second. We gotta get it queued up again. Megan. All right. So, Miss Megan, give us the story. What's going
Okay,
on?
the story is that there was a couple that was talking about splitting up way before the summertime and around Memorial Day, but they just announced their divorce after Labor Day. But the couple, a young couple, they have one kid together. Can you kind of guess who it might be? It's
Scarlett Johansson.
no, she already did break up, but I'm just going to tell
Mr.
you.
T.
A lot of people thought it might be Ben Stiller and his wife, but
I like his wife
They did
10
break,
years ago.
They did break up. But
10 years ago, I liked
the
it.
couple that was supposedly separated all the way before summer.
Oh, no. Paul Newman.
Nope.
His wife, Joanne Woodward.
It's Josh Duhamel and Fergie. I mean, they were kind of on, but they were separated way before summertime. But they just barely announced it now.
Can I give my 2 cents on this?
Go ahead,
Okay.
please.
Fergie looks like Kirstie Alley, first of all.
Yeah, is she white or Mexican?
We don't know, but she's always looked like Kirstie Alley because
Yeah, you're
even
right.
her as a younger
Yeah, it's
girl,
still
she still looked like she was 45 years old.
Is she a tanned white person?
We
or
have
she
no
Mexican?
idea.
I know.
Also, if she were like...
She's from my hometown, though. Hacienda Heights. No.
There you go. Wow, you just threw that out there.
Yeah.
But even back then when she was maybe
I know.
21,
What did you
she
say?
looked like a
Her
good
sleepy eyes?
35.
It's her sleepy eyes.
I don't know. No offense against you,
No, she's
Fergie.
Pretty, but a weird.
Yeah, it's a weird pretty. Like it's an older pretty.
But sometimes she looks young, but sometimes she doesn't.
Well, this is what I know.
What is it? I don't
I
know.
said this is on the record.
It's
She
an
said this.
anomaly.
She used to hit the pipe.
Yeah, but only for, as she said, not even.
Well, shit. That must have been the most
She said
age-defying
it
or
was like a
age-enhancing.
matter of months. It wasn't even a year, but which is like hard to believe.
No, that bitch had laugh lines at fucking 18.
Yeah, anybody that like hits that meth pipe, there's no way.
I don't know. She must have had like a direct hose up to her mouth for those 2 years.
Maybe it's because she has a small forehead and her hair. I don't know.
So
Is
what,
that it?
wrinkles
So it
is-
makes her face look scrunchy.
Oh,
I
I'm
don't
sorry,
know.
guys. We're not.
She is
we're not
beautiful.
Trying,
I'm just saying, there's something weird. It's like an anomaly. It's
We're not
like
trying to attack
she looks
her.
young and older at the same time.
All I know is even like she's my age, maybe a little younger, right? Somewhere around there, somewhere.
I think
Approximately.
she might be a couple of years older than us, maybe.
Well, I thought she was at least like one of my like mentors or like somebody I looked up to. Like I would say she was like Madonna. Like that's how I looked up to her, like that, like an older or like Susan Sarandon.
No.
And it went because I remember seeing the Black Eyed Peas without her. I remember I went to
I know, yeah.
Coachella.
Yep, I
and they were
remember,
dope.
yeah.
They were dope. They were urban. I mean urban. What the fuck?
It took me a while to get used to
No,
it.
but they were like not
Yeah,
urban.
no, I know. They were
like
at
they were
raves.
conscious.
They were at small venues.
We saw them.
Yes.
We saw
could
them.
see them. You could hang out with them, and then they got big with her though.
Conscious
They
hip hop. There was like the
Yeah.
Roots, the Black Eyed Peas, all
Nobody
that.
really-
and all of a
yeah.
sudden, this fucking Kirstie Alley Cheers bitch
But
comes
she
along.
did. When she joined,
She made him big.
she did,
You can't deny that.
and she was big on her own
Congratulations,
too.
congratulations, Fergie.
Yeah.
We're very proud of you, and you know what? You
And
could
she
get-
seems like a cool chick too.
She seems amazing.
Yeah.
And I bet you know what? You probably never talk to us now, but what we're doing was giving you an olive branch, and we're saying, hey, look it, you did look older then.
But now you look really
the same age.
No, yeah, you do. You're
So you've aged not at all.
Exactly.
Wow,
That's the anomaly I'm talking about.
Let's give a round of applause for her. LeBron James. He looked old at 18, but he still looks the same.
And how about people that looked better now than they did? George Clooney, Facts of Life, horrible. Now he is
old.
Stunning, though, as he got older.
I'm not certain. We haven't seen many pictures of him now.
His older self looks better than his younger self.
You're thinking about...
Do you remember Facts of Life when he was on Facts of Life?
I do. He looked ridiculous.
Yeah.
but we're thinking of like 5 years ago, George Clooney. Nobody, maybe people see him now.
I'm talking about like 20 years ago, George Clooney, to 20 years now. He looks better now than he does 20 years ago.
ER.
But
Caesar haircut.
I'm just saying, even then, that was like what, at least 15 years after Facts of Life.
Much better.
Much
and
better.
I try to emulate that.
You know, you're doing a good job. I think, you know why? Because George Clooney, I don't know how he looks now because nobody's seen him really since he's had kids. But prior to getting married and having kids, you don't age.
I think
time stands still.
It does stand still at 16 if you make a deal with the devil, which I did. And you know what?
I thought so. During your teenage years.
Wink,
when you were smiling. Yeah, that must have been...
I swear to God. And that's what I was going to talk to my pastor about.
Yeah.
Does it really matter if you did that?
Yeah.
If you said that?
You know what?
But you know what happened? My father, I went to go talk to him about some supernatural stuff. Let's segue into this because we only have a couple more minutes left. I went yesterday to talk to my father, pastor of my Catholic church.
Yeah.
Which I don't go that much, so don't...
But...
And he flaked on me, but one of my questions was, and even my partner in What's Play, he said, ask him what happens if you sell your soul to the devil. Yeah, every kid does, do they? Not really?
Well, I mean...
I did say it, though. And so did John Desha.
Yeah.
John Desha.
Yeah, no.
John Desha. Oh, wait, hold on, guys. Oh my God, it's your son again, just
oh my God.
give you an update.
Hello?
Mom?
Yes, I hope you were kidding before.
Yeah. Everything's all better now. Don't worry. I just wanted to let you know.
Thanks for giving me a heart attack. Why would you do that? Why? I mean, where's your little brother? Is he okay?
Yeah, he's downstairs. I'm pretty sure still.
Can you please look after him? You are the older brother. Please.
Yes, I'll go upstairs right now. I'm gonna go play video games. I was just hoping you would get here quicker if I told you the house was on fire.
I know. I figured you were. Okay, I'm going to be on my way.
I love you.
All right over here?
Love you too. Keep an eye on your brother, please.
That's beautiful. Well, that's good. I'm glad. You know what? It all wraps around.
I just got another gray hair right now just from taking that call.
That's ridiculous. You're like George Clooney.
I know.
So anyway, so we're going to wrap this up. Just to let you know, for next week, we're going to talk to you about my meeting that with the father pastor. And,
with the devil.
And also with the devil.
Yeah.
But also... and MegLee, Miss MegLee, the Southern Belle. We're going to have a little more time to talk to you.
Talk about life and death, because I have a couple questions, too, about... I mean, it kind of relates to your evil spirit kind of thing, but also just what determines...
Did she say evil spirit?
Like, why do we die? Like, I mean, is there... I mean, anybody that has any kind of faith in any kind of spiritual power... You
can email us at info@whatstheplay.net, and we will answer your questions on the air. We also will be taking all kinds of suggestions. If you like what we have to talk about, if you think we're a bunch of pieces of shit, we welcome everything. Exactly, yeah. If you what?
Who cares?
That's right.
Who cares?
See? So if
Who cares?
Ultimately, nobody.
Yeah, ultimately nobody. So just move on and listen to our podcast for fun and entertainment, because that's all we're here to do. Because you know what?
We're just trying to make people laugh, and we don't care, and you shouldn't care. So
who does?
Nobody.
Yep.
Who cares?
I don't think anybody does care.
Who cares?
You shouldn't.
Who cares?
All right. Well,
who cares?
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much.
Who cares?
Wow.
I gotta get
Who
my
cares?
because I don't know if he really did burn down the house.
Yeah, he might have. And so, Miss MegLee, it's a pleasure seeing you on the first episode.
Thank you, Stephen.
And she will be, I'm not sure she's going to be the permanent co-host, but I think your votes on info@whatstheplay.net, if you love her fantastic stories, she's being real with everybody.
But you're also going to have guest hosts, so they'll be able to decide.
Because sometimes you have kids.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes I have an omen as a child that burns down the house.
knocked off the track, yeah. She sits inside her, never gonna find her. Says she's gonna go away, even though that might be really sad to say, yeah. All her life she wants to be a mother, but her brother told her that she wasn't good enough for no fellow. He said, I'll be outside your house in a yellow taxi cab. Her yellow dreams, her yellow hair, her yellow dresses, all prepare her for this. No one will notice her absence when she's gone. She sits inside her taxi cab. There's no going back, there's no looking back to a place knocked off the track, yeah. She sits inside her, never gonna find her. Says she's gonna go away, even though that might be really sad to say, yeah. Paper dreams, paper towns, paper planes, they're all knocked down. Paper dreams, paper towns, paper planes, they're all knocked down.